No kamae, make sure your lead foot's straight ahead. I see a lot of people that turn their foot in, and either they got it in too far or they go too far over their toe. And make sure that you're able to rock over that foot, but not go beyond this plane of your toe. You don't want to get way out here, because what's going to happen is you're going to be trying to hold your own balance up. Spine straight. If you don't have a mirror somewhere at home where you can watch your spine, do that. But make sure that you got your lead leg forward, this back leg out to the side. And your hands up. You want these things nice and relaxed. It shouldn't look like you're getting ready to fight. It should look relaxed. And if you're training out Gyoko Ryu, you got your thumb where you're showing that weapon. You're getting ready to strike with that weapon. In your hand, again, you don't want to straighten your arm with a little bit of bend in it. But I see several that put way too much bend in it, okay? What happens when you start doing this, it starts limiting your motions. Because when I just stand here like this, I can move any direction I want to. Kind of like with the arm. If I straighten it completely straight, I'm limiting my motion. And if I put it way down here, I'm limiting my motion. Right here, it should be nice and relaxed. To where it's shooting out about from your hip, to where you can easily obscure your own face. To where you either can play with that, to where you're hiding your own face, or you're blocking anything that could be coming in. So basic ichimonji, hands at the elbow. And that's Ichimonji. Now for Chino Kata, I want you to simply drop that arm. We're trailing behind you, make sure your back's straight, and as you step forward, the basic form, and using your shitanken with your finger, basically you touch your thumb to your pinky nail, just nice and fluid, exhaling. Nice and fluid, exhaling. And then get to where you're blocking, making sure that you're going on a 45-degree angle. Boom. That when you're striking, that punch would be coming over here. That you wouldn't be stepping straight back, but you'd be coming back at an angle and coming in with this shitanken. Bringing your knees straight, fist up, turning at the hips. Now you notice when I strike here, my entire hips, I step and then I uncoil. Boom. Boom. Make sure you're not doing this still. I see a lot that still do. Make sure that you have that difference of step, let your hips and your toe throw that up. Go ahead and just practice a little bit. Another thing you could work on if you've trained for a little while is stepping back with this block still and even putting a loop in it. So this hand comes around and you time it with your step. What you're doing is you're training your body the element of timing. Because here, you have to know that you start, boom, boom. It doesn't have to be, this sweeping through. I could just be standing here like this and block and bah! Right here at the shitanken, even up here. This is the fist shitanken, okay? I could even get in here and block like this and strike here, or even up into here, and do a throw into here. Dropping down in here. Chino Kata, this fist and the shitanken can be used so many different ways. I want you to work on, a lot of you got this linear motion down, and now go into the angular. Okay? With Kata Kata, you're still dropping back, boom, but now you're in kamae. This arm protects. This is ready to stave off any attack this direction. And as you step in, you're striking and you're coming in. Boom. And striking with this part of your hand, striking the neck, right across this muscle. Now, there's different ways to do this. You can simply step straight in, but I like for people to work towards that. I want you to start off doing is stepping back and putting your body motion into this. Maybe you're just learning and stepping back and just doing this is just the beginning. Just striking, boom, and coming straight forward. Getting offline, going forward. Then I want you to progress into stepping back like this and putting your body into it. Notice I'm going to push off my back foot. It's almost like if I were grabbing something off my waist here and tearing it off. I'm going, bah, like this. Bah. So that way, here, have some. If he punches, I'm dropping back. Bah, right here. I'm really striking that. Notice it's not just my arm. I'm, bah, okay? So he punches. There's strike behind that. It's not simply just stepping back and moving. You'll notice in slow, come back here, bah, it's my whole body. Bah, bah. And also with Kata Kata, you can go over the head like this and go around the head this way. It'd be like if you had a knife in your hand. Okay, basic straight in is dropping back, boom, right in here, boom, or I can move here and go around the top of the head. Okay, thanks. So that's putting your entire body into it. Now you watch the hand, people get confused with all this. What I'm doing is I'm dropping back. I'm kind of pairing if I have to, okay? To where my hands is nice and loose right here. It's almost like a wave. Getting ready to crash. Boom, right here I turn, I put my whole body into it. And the point of contact, here Dustin, go ahead and just punch. Here, my point of contact right here, my hand is fluid. You know, if he throws another punch right here, I'll just grab it with this hand. I'll take it on that way. You know, I don't have to do the technique that I'm planning on doing. Do whatever I want. He punches, boom, I'm striking right here. Now my hand, it's loose, and right here, the wrist kind of like almost like you're cracking a whip. Right here, it turns and smashes into its target. Ah, 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 okay? So that's where you get that snapping effect. It's not just my hands dropping down like this, ah, and the moment of impact is right when I close my fist. You're dropping back, your leg motion has not changed. I'm still dropping back here. Boom, still striking. And this hand comes up right here, and then it unloads and strikes as I come through. This motion here, I've got a lot of options, because as he punches, I might come here, and then as I bring this up, you know, right here I've got a lot of options. Anything that's coming at me, but as I come through, it's striking here right inside the neck. Because right here, as he drops back, as I drop back, he might start to kick. As I start to punch, boom, I'll strike the leg, bah, and attack the neck into here. So Shin no Kata, go ahead and stand there. So Shin no Kata, when I'm dropping back, boom, this first part, the strike at a 45-degree angle, his hand comes up, strikes. Now watch your legs, because I'm propelling this with, again, my hip right here. This foot and this toe, I'm pushing it into its target. Boom. So I'm here, boom, boom. Okay, that's the arm motion. Now as you come through, striking, you're going to want to change this up and guard your chest as you strike. That's Shin no Kata. If my taijutsu is correct, I don't have to bend this arm. I'll just keep this arm totally straight and just step. I'm just moving my body. I'm not moving my arm. So that same type of thing, when he kicks, going to get Kamai, he kicks, I drop, boom, right there. Now after you've done it a few times, go more out of Kata Gieko. Kata Gieko style is this. More Shinken Gata is, say he gets in a Kamai, I'm in a Kamai, and now we kind of move around a little bit. And at some point, he kicks, bah, and you hear. To where now it has life in it. It's not just a standard, okay, kick, punch. We start to move around. Now you notice if I get him moving the other way, it's harder for him to kick. You feel weird? So you can start changing things up on people. If somebody's right-handed, you move counterclockwise, it makes it a little bit tougher for him to get that launch kick out, because he keeps backstepping behind his own front leg. But if I go this way, look how much easier it is to bring the foot around and just kick. You can start setting up your attacker based on your rotation. But put some life into it. Hey! Okay? Train. If you're doing this to Kata form, he kicks, boom, and he draws his foot back. That changes everything. Because if he kicks and he draws his foot back, now what happens? We are now back where we started. Mm-hmm. Now in martial arts, we know that the one throwing the attack is showing what? Their vulnerabilities, their weaknesses. The attacker is already easy to defeat because they've made known their intentions. Yeah. See, if I just say I just punch you, I just punch, boom, I've caused a weakness just by showing my intentions. Now he can do whatever he wants to capitalize on it. The defender always has a leg up because they're responding to the attacker. Look what happens. He kicks, boom, he draws a leg back. What happens now? We are now almost on mutual playing ground here. If I come in after him, who do I become now?
The attacker.
The attacker. Okay? So now I'm vulnerable. You might be thinking, wait a minute, this guy just attacked me. I just parried that kick, boom, and then now why is he capitalizing on me now? Like, well, what happened? I thought this was supposed to work. If you're at a point to where your attacker comes at you and he kicks, whatever, doesn't really matter, bah, and all of a sudden you're back here, you don't step in on him because you're now the attacker. Here, what I would do, I would start from ground zero again. Totally from scratch. Step back again. Get some distance between me and him. If I could, maybe run. You know, this isn't a sport. Okay? But let's say he does stop kick through. So he kicks through his target. Hey! It's over right here. Boom. Okay? So look at what happens after the dynamic. Don't become the attacker. Right? A couple more minutes. Nice and relax. Knees flexed. Drop back and you're smashing down. Almost like you did with Kuno Kata, but this is Ku. Smashing down. This hand comes up. This is distractionary. This could be, I've got something in my hand. You could throw something. Or if you, like I've even seen traditionally, like if you got a spear, throw this way. Or flash something in your hand. Then this other hand, go back, kicking foot comes up. It's a stomp. Boom. Hand comes up deliberately. This should be a point of distraction. Boom. Now you could also start to do things like your timing. I talked about this in class one time. This timing element, this choshi dori of, there's that peace, that calm right here. And then, hey! And kicking out again. What you're doing is you're kind of, you need a uke. Somebody. Say, again, he kicks. Right here. There's a moment. This is called this kukan, this moment. It's almost like the moment before the next moment, okay, if you will. Because something happens right here. There's a quick discernment of what do I do? I just parried that. He's just there. He's a little bit vulnerable. Well, do I stop kick? Or do I raise his hand up and then kick? Okay? There's a moment of this like void where you got a choice to make. You can't make a choice here, it just got to be a gut reaction. Kicks. Here, I'm ready. Boom, maybe I'll go up to that knee. Okay? Or, hey, right here. I'm kicking. You can shako. Now shako can be striking with the palm and then fingertips. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be palm the jaw and then boom, fingertips. Okay, again. Boom, here, and strike, or even grab and kick. Okay? So that moment of, okay, what do I do? It might be, just move out of there. It might be something totally different. It doesn't have to be move back in. But the form of Kuno Kata, yes. Boom. Boom, do not put your hand way back here. Okay, it's up here. Nice L shape. Now if you decide to bring it into a shako, now when you kick, your arm usually goes inside your shoulder to where I'm, boom, like that. Versus trying to keep it inside like this, okay? There's that difference. With that Kuno Kata, as you're dropping back, right here, boom, just float a second. And then move into your next strike or hit, okay? Train. And then, bah! Underneath here. I can't really do what I really want. It's actually, you hook this really good. And what you do, you get something like this, where you hang on to it like a bowling ball and, bah! Okay? You can kind of get the idea. Comes in, boom, boom right here, and then, bah! Because he doesn't see it. The heel. You don't see what I'm doing, but it's right here. Boom, bah, right here, bah! Okay? That's a good example of putting a kick to where we normally don't kick this high, but it's kind of hard to see any coming when you're like this. Yes?
Where's the contact for the heel?
Right here. It's, okay. But normally, yeah, you don't like throwing kicks that high, because if I were to go like this, see it coming. But if I'm here like this, and I can actually have a hold of this, I'd have been there. It's hard to really commit to without one hand tied behind your back. I say that kind of facetiously, but there is an inside and outside to everything. You know, you could train with different fists. It doesn't always have to be that same fist. You can start putting a shikanken.